Before we begin, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. What's up, Stans? This is John. We're back again with yet another reaction, and as promised, after many weeks of waiting, I know you guys have been wondering, when is this guy going to listen to all of Band-Maid? Huh? When is he going to, give appreciation to the cuts that don't make it to the video stack? Well, today's the day, gentlemen and ladies, that we are going to start diving into some deep cuts. We're going to hit every single Band-Maid song. We're going to enjoy it. I'm going to critique it if need be, because, most of it has been really good so far. But I want to see, can they do it over the course of an entire album? Can they do it over the course of re-releases, sophomore releases, third attempts? Can they do it? Can they hold my attention? Are they really as good as I think they are? Well, today we're going to find out. And we're going to start from the very beginning. I always like starting from the top. And we're going to do Be Okay. So, of course, I haven't really done too many. I did Order, and Order absolutely loved it. It was great. Awesome. Just absolutely loved it. So, tends like there's not too many problems reacting to straight songs and not videos off of YouTube. So, we'll see. So, hopefully this will not get blocked or anything else like that. But we're going to soak in all of our Band-Maid. Their first song off of their first LP. Called Band-Maid, I think. Sure. Don't want to. I'm not gonna, because it just took me so much to get the song up. I don't want to start navigating it and losing it. So here we go. Without any further ado, Be Okay, Band-Maid. Let's do it.
Start!
Very garagey. So far, I like the sound. I like that rock sort of, man, it's the sound. Every time I hear that sound, I always have this description in my head, but I really can't bring it to the forefront. But you guys know what I'm talking about, using those certain chords together and everything. Now, on this one, was Miku playing or was it all Konami? I don't know. You guys that do the deep dive, let me know. But we're going to go back a little bit and experience it and hit it again. Oh, I hear you, Misa, back there. There is, again, showing off in the background. It's just craziness. A little interesting thing they did right there, just kind of doing that change tempo. That's a very interesting choice to kind of go into that. And of course that guitar sound is just it's a very unique sound to use, and I like it. I like it because it emits happy tones. It's like a happy tone, and it just kind of gets you, swaying back and forth. The melody. They just have a natural melody. I like in that part they give enough space for Misa to do her thing, and she probably was. It probably was her idea to kind of have that, to throw that little ad-libs, bass ad-libs in there. But then kind of going into you would think it would go right into the chorus, but they don't. Then they go into a pre-chorus. Very interesting choice. Smooth it out now. I like that. Kind of going into, like I said, it was an interesting choice. As they were doing the build up, you were thinking they were going to go to a build up and into the chorus, but then they decided to do a build up, plateau, go into a pre-chorus, and then go into a chorus, which I thought was a very interesting choice. But it seems like it works, and now we're getting into like breaking it down, softening it out, giving you a break from the chords you've been hearing for the first 2 minutes, 30 seconds of the song. Whenever you have artists or players that, in the band that are, they're all accomplished. Of course, Miku aside, she will later, but now we're talking about Misa, we're talking about Kanami, we're talking about Akane. Whenever you have studied musicians and things like that, it allows you to do certain things that other bands can't. And usually the weakest point of an ensemble tends to be the bass, because the bass is primarily kind of an easier instrument to play. Not saying that bass is easy and people who play bass are not talented. It's an easier instrument to play, especially if you play guitar. It's an easier transition, less strings, things like that. But when you have an accomplished bassist, there's things you could do that other bands can't, and they just love to show that off. Because Konami's kind of taking a little bit of a back seat in this one. She's carrying the chord progressions on throughout the song, great and awesome. But it's almost like Misa's a little bit of the highlight. There's a point where she was hitting notes at a very rapid succession, same note in a very rapid succession, and it was fitting, and it was highlighting her. She's like kind of like the highlight of this song, if you could really listen to the bass line and how she's carrying the song through. Hello, again. It's gonna be okay. It will be okay. Loving the vocal harmony. Oh, nice. Little flare at the end. Nice. You know what? They have a talent for the melody. They know what a good melody sounds like, and they really know. They don't stray too far from what sounds good to the ears. So for this to be, one of their first tracks off of their first album, it's really good. It's happy, and it evokes an emotion of just kind of carefree and happiness. So it gives you a tone that is brighter, very bright, and they seem like they could do. And I've heard the gambit, from the first things that I've listened to, through the middle things that I've listened to, the most recent things that I've listened to, and now we're going into B-sides. Whenever you can take a band or a group and you could say, wow, I'm almost hearing everything, it really makes the album buying experience worth it. And it really promotes deep fandoms, because deep fandoms buy albums or really invest in their groups. I'm going to get off on a little tangent here, but that's the difference, and it's going to piss a lot of people off. I think that's the difference. I'm going into a reference of a group a K-pop group that I like, and one that I kind of like, but I feel as though, a lot of their stuff is commercialized, and their company is not investing well in the group. And that's the difference between, you talk about a pop group, K-pop group Twice, and a K-pop group Blackpink. Yeah, Blackpink's got a lot of Western pull. A lot of Americans know who they are, things like that. But, there's not a lot of investment in seeing different sides and watching that group evolve. That group has not really evolved since they've come out. Not a lot of their songs have tested a lot of the boundaries, and them not coming out with albums to begin with doesn't really give you a full picture of who they are, what kind of band they are, and what sound that they're trying to come across and where they grow from. But you talk about groups that I put on my wall back here, you talk about Twice and talk about Dreamcatcher and things like that. When you listen to their albums, they're full and complete. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to have to edit that out. I had to switch cameras a little bit, and my other camera went out, so I switched to this one just to finish out the video. But to finish what I'm saying, like I said, when you have a group that is well-rounded, and when you listen to their albums and you listen to their content and you get to see different sides of them, it really, really makes deep, long-lasting fandoms. People who really invest in them. Maniacs are just maniacs for their Band-Maid, because, if they've heard all of this, like I'm experiencing, I'm just listening to different sides of them. From Domination being like the hardest song that I've heard them play, and to some of the softer songs I've heard them play, like this one's a little bit more bright, and the other ones, and I just had give like a little bit a different feel and tone and everything. Don't Let Me Down was a different sound and real existence, and all of that has just been different flavors. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my journey. Maniacs, if you like this video, of course, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, you guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that.